Hello and welcome back to another episode of Too Many Words. Episode 27.
27.
27.
27.
And I am way too loud right now. Let me just
Are you?
turn myself down a little bit. There we go. The time is 10:45, Friday, February 10th. What did we agree on that we were going to do February 10th earlier in an episode?
Go to Winter Jam.
We did what?
Go to Winter Jam.
We went to Winter Jam.
We
did what we said we were going to do. Man, we're already inspiring so many other people to do what they say that they do.
Yeah. Today was a pretty big day for music, honestly. At least for me personally.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, I think.
Yeah. Open with that before we go into Winter Jam. Something about your favorite band of all time?
I think there were some other things that went on too, but Hybrid Theory, Linkin Park's second studio album. No, I'm too tired. Meteora, Linkin Park's second studio album, is celebrating its 20th anniversary.
Dang, they're old.
Technically it's their third because Reanimation came out before that, but it was a remix album, so it's not really the same. But Meteora was their second real album. And, it's celebrating its 20th birthday. And with that, I know that the band has been working on finding a lot of old stuff, like music and whatnot. This is a process they've been going through over the past couple of years, actually. Going through old band laptops and whatnot. But we found that, I'll go with we. I feel like I'm part of the family. We found, I guess a quote unquote lost track. I say quote unquote because that's the title of the song. It's been in my head all day. They use this fancy AI image to generate a good portion of the music video, which is neat, I think. I watched that for the first time a few minutes ago, actually. But yeah, Lost, listen now on Spotify and whatever else you listen to music on. Linkin Park. Check out for the Meteora 20th anniversary edition. Coming out soon, later this year. It'll probably be very similar to what they did for Hybrid Theory, the 20th anniversary for that. That was a huge, big deal. But yeah, keep an eye out for that. It'll be pretty dope. I'm really excited.
Who's Linkin Park?
Your mom.
No, my mom's not cool enough to be Linkin Park.
Yeah.
She might be cool enough to be like the next Reba.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, Isaac. And so we also went to a little concert that's not so little called Winter Jam. It's where a varied amount of Christian artists, they get together.
Winter Jam, where the Christians get together and they worship through modern music of the Christians.
It's a gathering of worship and a gathering of, it's just a concert. It's like we get all these different artists that do a concert. They're all kind of short, but yeah.
What's wrong with how tall they are, Jordan?
No. The group segments of the artist singing, sometimes they'll only do 2 songs, sometimes they'll only do 3, at most they do 5. But yeah, no. So this year they had Andy Mineo, which is a shared artist me and Isaac both like and love dearly.
This is actually really cool how I discovered Andy Mineo. I discovered KB through the search of what is good modern Christian music. But I discovered Andy Mineo on accident.
Mm-hmm.
I had a random shuffle on my Spotify one day 3 years ago.
I don't even think it was that long ago.
And I was working at Homemakers. Wow. Yeah, it's almost been 3 years.
I remember I made the playlist for you.
Yeah, once you discovered that I had really liked this one song that came up on my shuffle, which was You Can't Stop Me by Andy Mineo. Still my favorite song of his.
It's a good song.
It is just so good. It captures the vibe that I want. That song is a perfect balance of self-improvement, self-discipline, and it's because of God. I use God to stay self-disciplined, and it's a really good message. I really like it. But yeah, I discovered Andy Mineo by accident, and that's what makes him different than all the other modern Christian artists that I beloved.
I discovered Andy Mineo with hello.
That was my friend.
Previous podcast guest Charlie, my best friend. He listens to a lot of Christian rap, and he put me on Andy Mineo, and I've honestly loved him ever since. I just like the way he sounds a lot. That was like 2013 when he showed me that.
2013.
Maybe longer than that,
Wow.
actually, because... Yeah, no, I think it was about 2013.
You've known
Maybe
this guy
2012
for
at
10
earliest.
years.
But, like, what?
You've known this guy for 10 years.
Andy Mineo? Yeah. I've known of him for a long time. But, yeah, he quickly became my favorite. He was, he fit the vibe that I liked most from rap. Charlie's favorite's actually Lecrae. I like him a lot, too. But, like, Andy Mineo was kind of my jam, more so than anything else. So this is the second time I've seen him at Winter Jam, because I've been to 5 of them. This was my 5th one, and it was really good, really special moment, really treat. Yeah, really treat. I'm tired.
Yeah.
There it is again.
Yeah, I wonder how many episodes in a row you've said that.
I think all of them.
Yeah?
I swear,
Dude, it's
I've
gonna
probably
take,
said that in every episode.
it's gonna take a lot of time, but I so want to find a time to make a compilation
I
of
really
that.
want you to do that, because honestly, I do think it'd be funny. Or maybe another one of every time I've burped.
Oh no, that's impossible. I'm not going to be sitting there going through all of our content looking for your burps, okay? You generally explain that you're tired in the beginning of each episode.
Yeah.
I can handle that.
I'm getting a little loopy right now.
But, yeah, let's start from the beginning of our journey. How I was outside without a jacket in, like, 40-degree weather.
You don't want to start from the very beginning?
I mean, not detail to detail, but I think it's pretty significant to note that I had not brought a jacket so we can advertise the shirts that I told you nobody would ask us about.
I didn't expect anyone to ask us about them. I expected people to look at them and be like, that looks interesting, and then write it down or check it out on Spotify.
Just
silently.
because our back says too many words doesn't immediately make them go, oh, that's on Spotify. I wonder if we're searchable through Google.
I'm sure we are.
Wait a second.
But
Too many words.
I only say that could happen is because I have done that personally several times, where I've seen people wearing a shirt that will pique my interest, and then I'll Google search it, or I'll write it down for later. Well, yeah, I wanted to collaborate and wear the Scald Stone Too Many Word Triple Crown shirt. And Isaac started out wearing it, but then he switched shirts because he bought a freaking shirt from
I bought this Andy Mineo shirt because it looks like it's got like a WWE theme to it, like from Ruthless Aggression or the Attitude Era. I know you can't really see it from the camera angle, but it looks like a vintage T-shirt. Through some a few washes and some fabric softener, it will look and feel like an actual vintage
I think
T-shirt.
it does actually look pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do dig that.
Yeah.
At the end of the night, I was like, I'm not leaving without some Andy merch, so I bought this jersey. It's a size too small for me, but I mean, I can still wear it.
It looks good
And
on
I
you.
can just lose some weight.
I mean,
It's really tight in the armpits.
I think you'll loosen it out wearing it enough. And it might
Possibly,
just go
yeah.
back to normal with every wash. But I don't know. It's like a penny jersey. It might just be loose once it's loose.
Loosey goosey.
The juice is loose.
I also bought a signed vinyl of his most recent
I didn't
album.
even notice that.
Yeah, we noticed the vinyls, but we didn't know they were signed.
Yeah, that's pretty sick by him.
And I was also pretty happy that they were only $30.
Don't make me sad that I
buckaroos?
didn't cop one of those, bro.
Honestly, I really wanted you to. I really wanted you to get one, but you didn't.
It's fine. You have one.
That's fine. I guess. But yeah, no. So we started out. We went there, and Isaac wasn't wearing the coat because I told him to wear the shirt, and I thought he was gonna grab a coat because I wore my coat because I was planning on taking it off once we got there. But he didn't wear a coat. We stood outside for what was that, 37 minutes or something like that.
So we showed up at 5:18. We didn't exactly get inside the doors until 6:03.
Yeah, I mean either way, roughly 40 minutes.
I was honestly doing a lot better than I had looked. Everybody in line was commenting on how cold I must have been, but I was doing just fine.
It wasn't that bad. It was 34
It was
degrees.
getting pretty
I mean,
bad near the last few minutes.
Yeah,
But once I saw
was
those
starting
doors
to
come
get-
in, then I had hope.
I was starting to get really cold.
Yeah, Jordan started getting cold in his coat.
Yeah.
Being
lot more
cold is
body-
a mindset, baby girl.
Body surface area to get cold over time.
Mm.
And it was still pretty cold once we even got into the building. It took a few minutes for us to warm up. But yeah, then we did.
Yeah.
Then we went and got food first, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we got food immediately.
You did at least.
Yeah.
I handed Isaac my card in the car, and we forgot it in the car, so I had to quickly.
We.
Yes, we. I'm saying we.
Okay.
I'm not saying you. And I'm not saying I. I think that was definitely a joint effort because I handed you my card. I expected you to hang on to my card because I was like,
I remember
Hold this.
vividly giving it back to you and you taking it out of my hand. I can feel your hand in my hand right now as I picture it. Right now. Right now. That's on you. But I'll take the blame because it doesn't matter because it's
it
not.
doesn't matter. Anyways, so I had to quickly make a payment to my credit card, and then I just used that, which is fine. Honestly, I'm fine with that. It's okay. Yeah. So then yeah, he got his food. We went and found our seats. We sat in a spot that I actually usually really like. It's right next to the stage.
That
It's
was
kind of
peaceful.
behind it. What?
That was nice.
See, people are always afraid to sit there because it's
Well,
behind the stage.
I
No,
kind of
dude.
would like to see what was on the screen, but I mean, it's a pretty nice trade-off to not have to deal with too many people.
Most of the time, they actually had screens facing those seats,
Really?
showing you what else was on the TV. I was really confused as to why they didn't do that this year. That was weird. That was a consistent thing that they did with every other one I went to. That reminds me, actually. But we found our seats in these little corner area that was right next to the stage. I really like that spot personally. That's my go-to spot. But then I left to go get my own food. I got a cheeseburger. I got back and Isaac was like, "Why are they selling a cheeseburger?" So he went and got a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
And then I think after did the other band that we found that we liked today? Did they play before or after Cheeseburger?
After.
I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, so we found another band, another group that we like.
Yes, sir.
Disciple.
Yes, sir.
They are a metal rock band. They are a lot heavier metal than I thought Christian music would ever go. I'll admit, I was very
Yeah.
pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Isaac, would you like to tell them what about them you like specifically?
So, um, what really pulled me in was, well, with the exception of going to the 3 Days Grace concert, these were the single greatest guitar riffs that I've ever experienced live. That alone really pulled me in. Plus,
They
I liked
were.
their aesthetic. Their logo is kind of Vikingish. Jordan's got their hat on right now. Yeah, I really liked their vibe. I not really into hard, heavy metal music, mostly because I can't tell what they're saying. But that was the best sounding guitar I've heard in a very long time, perhaps since the 3 Days Grace concert.
They were shredding that shit,
Oh
dude.
my goodness, they were.
That was so good.
They were very good, and so, yeah, I got this drum head with all of their signatures on it. I don't know if that's going to be worth anything one day, but until then, it's going to be
I
some
think they're
pretty
only gonna get
sick-ass
bigger.
studio decor.
Metal is starting to trend again, and I'm very happy about it. But like rock and stuff. I did want to show you this. This was something that they had also done the last time I was at Winter Jam. It was this laser light show thing. Cross.
Oh, that is super sick. They did that in 2017.
Yeah, and I will post a picture of that on the video when I edit it too. Like the last week's episode where I will
Honestly,
post a picture of Jeezy.
We should just start expanding the blog page on the website, because there's like a lot of podcasts with a supported website, and it's like, hey, this thing that we're talking about right now, there's photos of what we're talking about on the website page.
We could definitely do that.
I could put your computer on my Squarespace
I guess yeah.
if
Yeah,
you
you
want.
probably could. Yeah. Maybe at some point. But yeah, no, they were shredding that guitar and it was good. That was they at the very end he did a scream. Like
Oh my goodness.
that the scream he did was that's hard. That's hard. That was like going back to Linkin Park. That was like one of Chester's big screams.
It was not even what I just did was not even as long as he did it, and he did it full force.
Yeah.
That is the second thing that very much impressed me about this band, and looking forward to trying to understand the lyrics to some of their songs. But what I did really like is that they're kind of balanced,
Yeah.
because not every that's my main issue with screamo bands.
They weren't
Every
super
song
screamo.
sounds the same to me, but
I could understand.
some
what they were
parts he
saying,
gets
so.
soft, some parts he's actually singing,
Yeah.
and it's really cool. It was
Honestly-
very moving.
It did give me some pretty heavy
Goosebumps.
Linkin Park vibes.
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah, like early Linkin Park vibes, which was kind of neat for me. But like they were also very very different. Just some slight vibes.
Yeah. I mean, their aesthetic is very close to both of our bands, which is black, 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 gray, and some red in there. So yeah.
Although the new color for Meteora is gonna be blue. Yeah,
Oh.
blue's gonna be the trendy color for this one.
Nice.
With the last anniversary album, it was gold. With a lot of their previous albums, it was actually white. But like the original Meteora was like a beige khaki tan color, and same goes for I guess Hybrid Theory. That was more of a reddish or tan. Oh, excuse me. What?
Sorry, guys. It's 11:04 p.m. right now.
Yeah, I've been up since 6 o'clock.
I've been up
Damn.
since 6:30.
I win.
And the old people in our lives think we just sleep in all day, every single day.
No one in my life thinks that. at
Really?
all. Yeah.
I think Gary puts that label on like every young person.
I, he,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
He's gotten to know us well enough to know
Yeah.
that, we're
Yeah.
responsible.
He knows we on that grind.
Yeah.
Grinding.
We on the grind.
But yeah, after Disciple, was the pastor, the road pastor. I can't remember his name right now. We decided to skip his message.
What? Oh, yeah. Because, right, we didn't deliberately skip his message.
Yeah.
We just wanted to check out the disciple stand right as soon as they were done.
Yeah.
So that's what we did.
I really liked their merch stand, actually. Those people were really nice. They were really cool, really well educated. And,
Yeah, you would not get that out of me when I was selling stuff last year. Hey, what can you tell me? What's your favorite Colton Dixon song? I don't even know the dude. I'm sorry. I volunteer here. But no, these people actually were legit fans. Of what
my guess
are.
is they were their own, merch vendor.
That's really cool.
I mean, the Disciple is actually not too small. I mean, they're not huge either.
Apparently, Dad has been listening to them.
Well, yeah, but your dad has taste. Not saying you don't. You definitely do. A lot of people that we know don't though. So,
Who are you referencing right now?
your mother.
Oh, my mom? I mean, my mom's, she's never been into heavy metal.
I know, but she doesn't have good taste in music.
Confused
either.
the hell out of me when she got me a Limp Bizkit CD one day. That was when I was collecting CDs. And I'm like, Mom, I have never expressed interest in Limp Bizkit. There's maybe a song or two that I know of Limp Bizkit.
I couldn't even tell you one.
I'm sorry. Limp Bizkit is probably a legendary household name of a band in some places.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
I think Limp Bizkit, most of their music is garbage to me.
I've never really listened to it.
It's not even a hot take, I don't think. I don't think I've met anybody that's like, oh my gosh, Limp Bizkit.
I know their concerts go hard.
Well, yeah, they're heavy metal.
I guess that's true. But there's certain groups and bands that you see that the concert is what you want to see. You don't really care so much about their just listen to their music. But when they're coming to be live and you have a show, you gotta go to it. I think Limp Bizkit's probably one of those. Rob Zombie, maybe another one. I don't know, just a few other guys that I can't think of right now.
So is Rob Zombie a director and a music guy?
Yeah.
That is insane.
Rob Zombie he's just a dude that does what he wants. And he has fun doing it.
Is that his actual name?
Of course not. No.
I didn't think so.
It's
One hell of a
Robert
coincidence.
Zombikis.
Really?
No.
Oh my gosh. You made me a fool for 10 seconds.
him up. Rob Zombie. He's gonna be at the Wells Fargo Arena pretty soon here, actually.
Yeah, I actually saw that poster right next to the Journey poster. Do we go to Journey?
Robert Bartley Cummings.
Do we go to Journey?
So, as I was saying,
Legit, I would go for one song, and that's the song that everybody knows.
I'd go for a lot. I got really into Journey
Small town
my
girl,
senior year. But my grandmother on my dad's side is really into Journey. She's a huge Journey fan. And I will say I am seriously contemplating buying 2 tickets. One for me and one for her to bring her, because I don't know if she's ever been to Journey live. It's not the original lineup of Journey. It's their newer singer, the mimic singer. But he's damn good, and I think their newer music, it's not that great, but it's got the exact same vibe. It's not hey, this artist's new music is trash. It's just it's the same. It's just I don't like it. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's what. So, if you're asking me if we go the journey together, no.
I didn't want to go anyway.
Okay. Also, they're having Toto with them as well. I think that's wild. That's honestly just. I didn't know about that. I knew about Journey. I did not know about Toto. Why Journey gonna be blessing those rains in Africa, man? I don't get it. I don't get it. What's going on?
Tell us about New Song.
New song? They're old. Like they're the ones that created Winter Jam. They're the reasons it exists. They pretty much pay for the whole thing essentially.
Really?
Um,
Did they as a band make that much money?
They did back in the day. They were huge back in the day.
I really liked their first song. When they started up, I'm like, ooh, this is like
Soul.
old school.
Yeah, old
And
school.
then you said
soul.
that their youngest member was 50. I'm
That's-
like, oh,
that's
they
obviously-
were old school.
That's obviously not true.
What?
I
Why are
said
you lying to me in a Christian?
I said that's not true. I tried yelling it like pretty loud. I was like, that's not true. But they are old as shit.
Really?
I think they actually got they've gone through a few members because I think some of them have left or died. But I think their youngest is actually like in their late 20s, maybe early 30s. But that drummer, it was the drummer. He looked pretty young. But like there's two original guys still in the band.
Drummers are cool.
They are in their, I think, late 50s.
That guy's singing
Yeah, he's one of the main guys,
when he
the original guys.
held out those notes, bro.
He's. I'm not saying he's not talented. He's just not my type of music.
Yeah.
But I kind of thought that you would actually really dig them.
They're old
They
school,
just-
man.
I think they kind of fit your vibe. Honestly.
You said that they started Winter Jam in 1981?
No, they started Winter Jam, but they started being a thing in 1981.
Yeah, that means they originated as an 80s band. They will forever be an 80s band, you know?
I guess, yeah.
It's the vibe they maintain. Like,
Yeah.
3 Days Grace, some of their newest songs still say, hey, we're from the 2000s.
You know, something that I really wish that 3 Days Grace would do is re-release some of their older songs with Matt singing them. But, like, I think that would be kind of a little bit disrespectful. But, like, I don't know. I kind of really want to, like...
From a business standpoint, that is a genius idea.
Hearing Matt sing... Right, Matt, right? Am I saying that right? Yeah, okay.
The new guy? Yeah, that's
He's
Matt.
not new anymore. He's been there with them for, like, a decade.
No. There's the old guy, and then there's the new guy.
Okay.
Okay?
Anyways.
Until there's a third lead singer, Matt's the new guy.
Okay. Anyways,
We
Matt...
gotta keep his energy young, okay?
Okay.
We need to keep him having to think he's got something to prove, so he keeps on kicking ass on that mic, you know what I'm saying? All respect to Matt Walsh, though.
When we saw him live and Matt sang some of those old Adams songs, some of them were really good.
Honestly,
They
now that
filled
you mention it,
they filled like a different vibe, and I actually really dug it.
now that you mention it, I bet there's rarely recordings of what we listened to.
Oh yeah,
Like Matt actually singing all those classics. And unless it's also at a concert, you could probably hardly find a video of him singing those classics.
that's exactly right.
That is so special. You just made one of the best nights of my life even that much more special.
Hey, that's great.
Wow.
Good job.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think maybe if they just did like Linkin Park has LPU, Linkin Park Underground, it's like a paid membership. If they did something like that and just released them on there, I think that'd be pretty cool. But like I don't, maybe that's just me, maybe that's just Isaac. I don't know. But yeah, Isaac, this was your second Winter Jam ever, first time as an actual viewer.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk about your first one a little bit?
So we're 30 minutes, 8 seconds in. I'm going to do something that we haven't done in weeks. We're giving out free t-shirts.
Oh, okay.
There's 3 available still.
It looked like this. Black shirt, white, hombre. I can't remember his name right now. It's coming to me.
Alchemist. Alchemist.
Same thing. I'm so.
It is not the same thing. I'm pretty sure there's trademarking on the Alchemist.
Triple Crown, Alchemist, on the back. Got the Too Many Words logo, podcast logo. Looks pretty great. Hi, Cat. Yeah, you can get that T-shirt for free. We've got how many left? 4,
3.
Yeah, because Mason and then Logan. Did Logan ever get his?
You know what? If you remind me tomorrow, I'll go get the stuff needed.
The what?
I feel so bad for Logan. Can you tell him I'm sorry?
I will.
Like
I will.
12 times over.
I can tell him right now. Kinda. Logan, we got something to say to you.
Sorry.
We're sorry we haven't gotten you your T-shirt yet. Our seamstress is slacking the fuck off.
Logan, that is not.
That's
the
that's how
is
that's
my
gonna
girlfriend.
Go. Yeah. Yeah. You can.
Whatever.
Oh yeah. You can get the free T-shirt if you send us an email at.
No, I want to make it so much easier.
At gmail.com.
3 shirts left. I barely want to even say this anymore. 3 shirts left. How you get the shirt? Follow us on Spotify, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Instagram. How you prove that is sending us screenshots. Just DM the podcast on Instagram.
You can send it to us in any way you need.
Just however
honestly.
you want to. If you want to send us a letter and you print it out, screenshots, because you're weird, and we got that in the mail like 2 weeks after the fact, you can. Okay? I don't care anymore. I just want to do this T-shirt thing over with. The fact that it's taken so long is a little bit pathetic. I hate it when I think that this podcast is pathetic, because it's not. We're just a baby. But come on, it's a free shirt. Free shirt.
It requires 0 effort on your end.
Free warmth on your back. Once every, I don't know, however big your T-shirt rotation is. But yeah, free shirt. Come on. Follow us. Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Tony Words Podcast. Thank you very much.
All right. So, Isaac, you want to talk briefly about your first Winter Jam?
My first Winter Jam. Okay, so...
Last year.
Yes, just last year. It was actually the first significant thing that kick-started the greatest year of my life. 2022, it's probably not going to get beat for a very long time. Considering how my January and February has already went, it's probably not going to beat 2022. With that said, still a lot of time for 2023 to be kick-ass, but...
2024 is going to be the year.
I mean, 2023 is just going to be full of things that I also did last year in 2022, which is Winter Jam, Comic Con.
Yeah, but Winter Jam this year was better.
It was better because I was a viewer. So, last year, my uncle, shout out to my uncle Oliver, he's so great. He's like, hey, man, do you want to sell merch at Winter Jam? And I'm like, you know what? That would be a great way for me to actually find out what this whole Winter Jam thing is about. Because I had actually heard of Winter Jam a few years prior, and I've heard about it coming to town every single year. But, you know, somehow, some way, I just didn't have the time to do that. Maybe I had work in the morning the next day and stuff like that. But yeah. So, yeah, my first experience at Winter Jam was ironically not as a fan, but as a guy selling Colton Dixon t-shirts.
Another fantastic
CDs.
artist. He's pretty great.
I still have yet to listen to any of his music.
Really?
Yeah.
There are some songs that are really good. I don't remember what they are, though.
But, you know, a part of me wouldn't hate doing that again, but it was nice to just, go to a concert and then leave.
Hmm.
Like, oh,
That was really refreshing,
yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
Super easy.
Super easy. Go there, pay $15 a pop, buy whatever you can afford / desire, watch whatever artists play, go home. It is actually so convenient when you only live like 16 minutes away from the arena.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's actually something that I take for granted a lot. Like our number one source of like big event entertainment.
Tickets are
right
expensive
over
for that
there.
so many times.
Yeah,
though, dude.
yeah, it can get pretty pricey sometimes, but think about it. Things like billion-dollar companies like the WWE and Monster Jam, come a couple times a year. And it's just there.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I can't splooge on a really good seat, but if I got an extra $50 in my paycheck, maybe I'm going to Monday Night Raw, and I did so twice last year. I really want to go to SmackDown because Bray Wyatt's on SmackDown, but hopefully, I don't know.
Yeah.
They have not brought SmackDown here for a while, but yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions on
No, that was
my
so
two
that was
experiences?
your brief experience with the Winter Jam 1. This, as I said earlier, was my 5th Winter Jam. My first one was in 2014.
KB was a pretty big highlight in when I went last year.
Yeah.
Because like, what's funny is that I got exposed to KB merch before I got exposed to KV. KB is really huge. He's probably got like a huge marketing team.
He does.
YMH. No. HGA. Yeah. HGA. YMH. That's your mom's house productions. Sorry. But HGA is His Glory Alone, which was like a really big thing for KB. And yeah, since I had like followed like a lot of Christian influencers on Instagram, his merch started showing up on Instagram. And I'm like, ooh, that SWAT vest looks oddly fashionable. And like, yeah, he's got a unique fashion sense. And yeah, ever since then I've been a huge KB fan. And I'm glad that I got to see Andy Mineo. Being a vendor, I couldn't see KB in person, but I did definitely hear him, and he shook the freaking place, dog. I hold him and Andy Mineo on the same level. I don't think I have a favorite. Don't make me pick between the two. I love both of their work.
Oh, look, yeah, here. This is Disciple.
Oh yeah, I guess if you're watching on YouTube, you can get that really horrible attempt at seeing what they look like. I mean, honestly, this looks like a picture of 3 Days Grace.
It kind of does.
Oh goodness. But yeah, check out Disciple if you're into heavy metal, that is. But if you like rap at all and you also like a really good message, check out KB and Andy Mineo. I would personally recommend You Can't Stop Me by Andy Mineo, and I would personally recommend Armies by KB. Armies goes... Oh, I love that one.
I recommend Family Photo by Andy Mineo because that's my type of vibe more, I guess. I don't know. Although You Can't Stop Me, coming in hot. AO, that's another great one. I Ain't Done. Boom, 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 boom. No, that one's a bop.
I will say what Andy Mineo has over KB maybe is...
energy and hype.
I think Andy's songs differentiate just a little bit more than all of KB's songs. Because, like, there's been times where I've thrown... Boom, KB on Spotify. Shuffle. 5 songs will go by... And, unless I've heard those songs multiple times, they all kind of sound the same sometimes. Not every song. That's not the case for every song. But sometimes one song will stand out compared to the others. But yeah. I mean, he's got some sick beats just behind a lot of songs, though.
Oh yeah.
You know, my homies call me Thanos. 'Cause that brother only snap. That's a pretty hard lyric, bro.
He told me about that one when he first heard it. He was really like, "Oh my gosh, this was great. This was so cool." It was funny. He was geeking out. No. So my first one was in 2014, and I went to 2015. No, my first one must have been 2013, because 2013, 14, 15, skipped 16, then I went to 17. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then today, 2023. 6 years later.
Yep.
A lot's happened in 6 years.
Yep.
Are you okay?
2017, I was dating a crazy girl.
Yeah, I was too. Just kidding. She wasn't that crazy. She was just kind of mean.
Come on.
It's okay.
Come on.
I'm not gonna
Found
fist
it.
bump that. I'm not gonna
Come
fist
on.
bump that. I'm not gonna fist
Why?
bump that.
Thank you. What the
Did you not even see me do that? You
No.
looked right at me.
I was seeing how we were in frame.
I licked my fist. And
Yeah, that's COVID.
that's COVID.
That's disgusting.
That's COVID.
Why would you lick me?
Because
You licked me.
It's funny. It's funny. It was very funny, actually. Very funny. But yeah, so yeah, Winter Jam's a great time. I recommend going if you guys ever get the chance. They do a nationwide tour. It's great. Like I said, $15 at the door. Other than that, I can't really say.
Easy venue
Easy
out.
peasy.
Unless you live far away. Might not be so easy.
What?
Unless you live far away.
What do you mean?
Like if it's a 2-hour trip just to go see them at like Wells Fargo. But they are everywhere, you know.
Like I said, it's a nationwide tour.
Yeah.
It's not just in Des Moines.
Oh, I know.
Like their next one I think is in
Jordan.
What?
They said tour like a million times tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
I know that they are traveling.
Really.
Yes.
Winter Jam. Like
what?
one of their big ones is when they go back to down south. I think Texas. I think that's where new songs
Texas.
initially from. What?
You said that's where new songs from?
I think
Texas?
so. Texas.
I mean, I heard one of them say, "It's cold down here." I mean, it's not being as cold as it has been in previous years, but you know, we're from the south.
Okay.
That's
the
what
next
one
one
of
will be
them say.
Indianapolis. I will say
Indianapolis.
sometimes.
Hey, they did say that they are going to Indianapolis after this one.
Their lineup does change, like during the tour.
Well, yeah. Remember when you said that one time Skillet just didn't go to
No,
Des
I
Moines?
mean like during it at one venue it'll be this group of artists, the next one it'll be like a different one.
I mean, that just makes sense to me. Sometimes people are more local than they can be.
I guess yeah, that also kind of works. Like the time I went to see I think Lecrae, the second one I went to, 2014.
I recognize the name Lecrae, and I understand that person is a Christian music person, and I probably have heard some of their
Christian
songs.
rapper. He's like the biggest Christian rapper.
But I can't think of what
like I'm
they
not even
look like
joking about that.
or any of the names of their songs.
Like-
but yeah, when I hear Lecrae, I definitely
John Legend
I definitely
did a song
can
with
pick up
him.
on what
Like,
people are
that's
putting
that's
down.
a huge deal.
Yeah, John Legend, he big too.
Oh. But no. Like that one, KB actually joined the lineup halfway through because Lecrae left it.
Really?
Yeah, like he left the lineup. I don't know if it's because he had another
You know what?
thing going on or
Lecrae
what.
ought to be the next big guy that I would like to see at the Winter Jam.
Lecrae is one of the biggest names in Christian rap and honestly just rap right now because like he got really mainstream and a lot of people really dig him. You've definitely heard a lot of his songs because I've played a lot of them, and like, yeah.
Who is that? Is that the guy where he's got a song where it's like, but it's hard when I hate myself.
No, that's NF.
NF,
NF
that's
got
who I'm
really
thinking
big
of
as
too.
well.
Is
I'd
he
love to
also
see
Christian?
NF. I don't what?
Is he also Christian?
Yeah, he is.
That's what I was
He is
thinking.
identified as a Christian rapper.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, NF and Lecrae.
I don't.
Okay, I guess I can't count KB, but I got Andy Mineo down. I ought to go see KB live. I ought to see NF live, and I ought to see Lecrae live.
I don't think NF's ever been at a Winter Jam. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. Yeah, he might be too big, huh?
He's like actually.
Is he
like a
bigger
big
than
artist.
Lecrae?
What?
Is he bigger than Lecrae? Because
Well-
I feel like non-Christians listen to NF.
Well, non-Christians listen to Lecrae too. Like I'd probably say they're about equal.
I bet no. I mean, I guess non-Christians also listen to Skillet.
Oh yeah, well that's
I think
because
Skillet's just universally respected.
Skillet was
They're just like
universally respected.
a
as
rock
good
band
rated
that
for
just so happens to not curse. You know, otherwise they just sound really good. But yeah,
There was something else I wanted to say, but I forgot what it was.
Isaac, you are so beautiful. When I sit across this table from you,
Yeah,
that's exactly what you wanted.
I also want to punch you in the face
Why?
because your face.
Because you were curious what it would look like to have a flaw upon this face. Is
Yeah.
that what you want?
I was gonna actually say because your face is too pretty.
Look at it. You know, waves
It's 'cause
bouncing
his
back
beard,
on off.
His beard is better than mine, and I don't like it.
No, actually, from this camera angle, my beard is quite patchy. I need a shave and a haircut so badly right now. My mom has kept on putting off giving me a haircut for like months now. And it's, dude, I hate the way my hair looks. It makes me
Because
want to
you're beautiful.
shave my head completely
You're
right
beautiful.
now. What?
You're beautiful.
I'm not
Because
beautiful.
you're beautiful.
Bro, I went to school so crusty looking the other day. People didn't even talk to me.
Haha, I made him flinch.
Speaking of school, did I mention that the same thing happened again this semester?
What?
My teacher's gone.
No, you didn't.
Oh my goodness, this is so juicy. Are we done talking about Winter Jam?
Yeah, we're done.
All right, yeah, go check out Winter Jam Tour. Maybe it's coming to you. I don't know if we have any listeners outside the state other than like Cheesy and Charles. But yeah, check out some dates. They're a pretty cool gig. Otherwise, yeah.
Get into it, man. Come
The
on.
saddest part is that I love this teacher so much, actually. Like, sure, she's not Christian, but that doesn't matter if she's educating me.
Yeah.
Okay? If I want to get educated in religion, I'll go to church or men's group. But this teacher actually was fun, cool, into it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then last Tuesday, 12:50 comes around. That's the start of our class. And a guy walks in and a short lady walks in. And it is just so whoosh plastered on your freaking chest when they don't even ease you into it. This lady's like, yeah, Dr. K will not be your teacher the rest of the semester. She'll be gone. Okay. And then we got this guy who apparently was the substitute for some other kids who had her last semester. Because I had this one teacher, and apparently the other guy that took on the other classes that she was having was this current guy. So I have him now. I'm not crazy about doing it all over again. At all. But yeah, I just went over the syllabus in week 5 of the semester with him.
That's stupid.
Honestly, this is the longest string of bad luck for my teacher. Because this time, she's out for like a medical purpose. Medical leave. Hannah says she might have had a stroke. And I can't disagree with her. But like, I'm having a hard time thinking of what the hell could put you away the rest of the semester. Did she get COVID? Because that's just putting you out for 2 weeks.
Not even. Know? It's 5 days now.
And then, you know, it can't be, oh, she broke her arm, or oh, she broke her leg, or she broke her neck. You just come into school with a cast on, you know? And
I'm thinking Hannah might be right. Stroke.
Yeah. Which is crazy because, like, she seemed like a healthy lady. But, you know, you never
Stress.
really expect a stroke out of any body type.
I mean, look at what she's been through the past, you know, however months. Like, stress.
Yeah. But I don't know. Dog. I'm going to miss her.
That is sad.
Again.
Because, like, just the way you've talked about her is like, this lady seems amazing.
She's a good teacher.
Like, I wanted to meet her.
Like, honestly, she was a really cool teacher. And I specifically signed up for her class the next semester, you know, 5 months ago. And then this happens again. And, you know, you're not so excited to do this all over again. You're not so excited to adjust to a guy's teaching style again mid-semester. So, yeah. Yeah. Any comments, questions?
Nah, dude.
Okay.
What do you know anything more, I guess? Like, it's just medical?
Yep.
Did they seem irritated or did anything?
Nope.
No?
Nope. Honestly, this dude came in, he's like, hey, I was told that I was going to be teaching this class 3 minutes ago. I got some hot mac and cheese sitting on my desk right now, and I guess it'll be cold by the time I'm done teaching y'all.
Really? Is that like true?
Yes, that's true.
He was told he was going to be teaching you guys
3 minutes prior to walking in. I mean, I think teachers are very transparent, and he is too. I mean, so far, from what I can tell. I feel like he would be like, nah, just kidding. I got an email last Wednesday or something like that, you know. But yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous that I have to deal with this again. Hannah's like, get your money back. Get a refund, because this is not what you enrolled in school for. This is not what you asked. And I'm like, yeah, but like, I don't know. I don't want anything to be like a negative connotation with my original teacher. You know, I don't want the school to have to deal with this because that teacher did that. Because I have enough respect for her as a teacher and what goes on with her personally. I don't know if she teaches anything past English 106, but like, honestly, if I could just get her for a whole semester, I would, you know? And yeah.
Will you text me the password for the YouTube?
The password for the YouTube?
Yeah, text it to me.
Okay. Right now?
Yeah.
Why right now?
I'm trying to log into it.
I mean, we're done in 6 minutes.
There's something I wanted to bring up.
Okay. Alright. Let me just...
Hey, Jordan, say something funny.
Yeah, Jordan, say something funny.
Do ducks wear pants? The answer is yes.
No, not even Donald Duck wears pants, dog. Not even in a fantastical fantasy version of a duck, you wear pants. You are absolutely ridiculous.
Okay.
Nice try, though.
Thank you for that.
You in?
So.
You are in. I can tell from your glasses.
What?
I can tell from your glasses.
Well, you can tell what from my glasses.
You got in.
Oh, yeah.
Are you hearing the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I mean, barely, because...
Because you're tired and
focusing.
you have earplugs.
No,
and
I'm focusing, dude. I discovered I can view specific video analytics.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. So briefly, I want to go over a couple things regarding the YouTube. It looks like very consistently, our shorts are our most popular videos.
Well, yeah, it takes less than 30 seconds to enjoy that compared to an hour. Of course. Those are like
so
TikToks.
our most popular one, the latest on the Too Many Words podcast, is you eating the hot chip. So I can click and view the analytics of that. It's
Honestly,
a 20-second clip.
In the midst of the Super Bowl, I have not done promos for our show.
Yeah, I've noticed.
I missed last week, and that's why our numbers on this latest episode are pretty shit.
I've noticed.
But I actually do have to... shit, I gotta upload tonight again, too, man.
Roughly 50% of the viewers of our most viewed short actually watch the whole thing.
Nice. You know what? I'll take that.
At least that's the way I understand the way they break this down.
Mm-hmm.
But it's weird that it goes up to 150%. So I don't think I fully understand it, I guess, but like, and let's go back. Our least viewed short
Is one view.
Let's see, last page.
Why are you bringing this up? Are we just wrapping this up?
I'm just wanted to go over a couple analytics things. That's pretty much it. Least viewed short, 5 views, and I guess it doesn't have any audience retention, so which is...
I think there was a promo that I accidentally set for private for a while, and then I discovered that, and I made it public.
Yeah, I suppose that's a possibility. But yeah, it doesn't look like I have any of that stuff. But our most viewed actual episode is still episode 1. But if I could go into the analytics of that, we're still getting views on that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when I discover a podcast, if it's not like news based, I'll go to episode 1. Especially if it's a type of podcast that we are, or it's like not even like, you know, if we were a thematic podcast, if I was a consumer, I would go to an episode that would intrigue me. Like if we were a full throttle movie review podcast, I would only listen to episodes of movies that I had seen, you know. But since we are really just hey, we talk sometimes. Sometimes we're funny, sometimes we're interesting, sometimes we're insightful. But yeah, we just talk, just conversation-based content. You definitely start from episode 1 for those types of episodes. But honestly, when it comes to like how our episodes stack up, I think it's actually most fair to only pay attention to episodes, not counting the first 3.
I still think it's neat to look at this. Our last view was January 24th on the first episode.
Nice.
So it looks like...
Yeah, how many views we got that for that one?
Right now, it is at 55.
55.
Yeah.
55 people have bothered to look at that one. And it's not even us boosting the numbers. I have not viewed episode 1 in a long time.
And it looks like... hang on. 4% of people have watched all of it.
Wow.
The entire...
It's actually really
the
good.
entire episode.
What is that, like 2 people?
Well, you just gotta do the math.
Well, 4% of 100 is 4.
So
we're
that's
at 55.
roughly 2 people.
2 people. You and me.
I tell you, it wasn't me.
Oh man,
Um,
it was probably me. Twice.
yeah. Let's see.
We wrapping this up?
What?
We wrapping this up?
Hang on.
All right.
Why are you so antsy, man?
Well, because it's
You know-
11:45 p.m.
Fun fact. The video with the most views right after episode 1, the actual podcast episode, the Christmas special.
Well, that's because we heavily pushed that.
42 views.
Yeah, we pushed the hell out of that.
Actually, it's at 43. What the hell?
That's really cool. And I think it's still sitting on only 5 listens on Spotify. I'd have to check.
I don't know why, but I guess it just counted me as viewing
But
it just
if it's
now.
at 8 on Spotify, wait a second.
It looks like 3% of viewers watched the entirety of that.
Hey,
What?
so there's 43 views on the Christmas special.
Mm-hmm.
There's 8 plays on the Spotify version of that.
Yeah.
You know what my goal was? 50 statistical overall numbers.
Well, that's Spotify too. What about Google or any of the other ones?
Do those count separately? Oh,
Maybe on Anchor they don't.
on Anchor that it's 8 total plays.
Okay. Either way, then yeah, where we would be at.
That's so awesome.
We would be at like exactly 50. Oh, that's right. No, we got your dad that watched part of it.
Yeah. Dad's really just boosting the stats right now. He's going through and stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's honestly great news. But yeah, that's I just wanted to go over a couple of those YouTube specific video analytics. Real quick, I can go over like our subscribers. We are at 30 subscribers right now. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool actually. 30 subscribers.
I mean, we've been at 30 subscribers for a minute.
Have we?
Yeah.
I thought we.
I ought to make a graphic to show how many people are supporting us on each platform, and if I post that on all social medias, then I'll get people to be like, "Hey, they exist on here. I'm gonna go add them on over here."
Yeah.
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 Should we make a Reddit and a Discord, or should we just pick one?
I think we can make a Reddit at some point. I don't think we need to do it right now.
Can we make a Discord, please?
Yeah, I think we should have a Discord, but like, I don't know. That's kind of in limbo.
I think Discord will be the best way for people to get notifications through what's going on. You think? Like just one central area of like you have a bot that pops up whenever we go live on YouTube or Facebook, or a bot that pops up and says, "Hey, this episode just released." You know, like an automatic thing. You know, because like in order to get notifications, you have to have the bell rung on either Spotify or YouTube or Apple or Google and
whatever.
Yeah.
We gotten 2 subscribers in the past 28 days, 5.1 hours of watch time past 28 days, and 240 views in the past 28 days.
240 views.
The girlfriend review promo is actually getting a bit of traction. What is going on?
That's a fun one. The girlfriend one.
I didn't even. I probably have seen that, but not on YouTube with the title. And then right after that is Too Many Words, episode 22, Toys and Toilet Problems.
What?
That's at 22 views.
Really? No freaking way.
Yeah, I'm not even joking right now, dude. That's at 22 views.
That is so cool.
I didn't even notice
I need
that.
to get seriously. I need to.
That's like a brand new episode.
I need to stop getting discouraged about how we're doing on Anchor sometimes, because honestly, the army has shifted to YouTube, like primarily to YouTube. My nana has stopped listening on listening only podcast platforms, and she has moved over to YouTube. My Aunt Jackie plays it on YouTube while she's in the office. Okay, it just people found out that we're on YouTube ever since Christmas. Everybody's going to YouTube.
Yeah.
That that makes me so happy, honestly. Oh, dude.
See, when was that uploaded? January 21st, we saw a huge spike. It was a combo with the girlfriend review and the episode 22. Because the girlfriend review was, its promo was uploaded January 20th, episode was 21st. So I think doing that in tangent may have helped the algorithm.
Of course, help the videos, which is why we're doing not so great on our newest episode. But, yeah, I actually already know what promo I'm going to release tomorrow. It's going to be you talking shit about Avatar.
So, our last subscriber was January 28th. The one before that, January 18th. That's weird. Exactly 10 days before. If that's the case, then we should have gotten one on February fucking 8th.
It's whatever. It's whatever.
Okay.
Jordan, what's the question for this episode?
Would you stand outside in the cold for 40 minutes with no jacket just to see an artist you really like? You don't like
I'm
that?
not writing that.
Okay. What's your thoughts on Christmas? Christian music.
Would you listen to Christian music regardless of your beliefs?
Okay, fine. Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll
either.
figure it out.
Yeah.
There's a question attached. Okay, go see what it says.
Hell no, but I won't. Honestly, I will
guys,
not figure that out.
You might be listening to us now.
Who?
But we're available in other
okay.
places. We are on Spotify, and we're also on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts. But if you want to look at Jordan's absolutely God-looking, just beautiful face, we're also on YouTube, Scald Stone Productions. Also, follow us on social medias. Facebook.
Still trying to grow that Instagram, baby
TikTok,
girl. No
Twitter.
No new Instagram followers?
No, we actually lost an Instagram follower.
What?
We're at 64.
Hang on. Because I follow all of our Instagram followers. Like, I always follow every single one. What?
Your personal account?
Yeah.
Yep. Don't worry. I weeded them out and I unfollowed them.
You unfollowed them?
I unfollowed the person.
Who was it then? Well, out them. I don't care. Who was it? Who was it? Isaac! Who was it? You tell me right now!
I don't want to tell you on air.
Was it someone we know?
Yeah.
Really?
Someone that was a guest on the podcast.
I already know who it is.
Yeah.
Really?
It's whatever.
I feel like that's not whatever. Alright, we'll close that.
Oh, dog. But hey, if you cannot find us on social media somehow, I don't know how you found us if you can't find us on social media, but all of our social medias are connected to our personal website. Our website is thescaldstone.com. It's where I put all my writings. It's where all the info on Jordan and I are. It's where you can find not only this podcast, but our sports podcast, and the links to our YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and others are all on that central platform. It is really such a good thing. Go utilize it. Go find it. Go check it out. Whatever it may be. I really got to put that WNBA paper on there once it's ready. But yeah, check it out. With that said, once you find us, rate us 5 stars wherever you're listening. 5 stars helps us with the algorithm, okay? Share this podcast. Rate us 5 stars, okay? Rating us 5 stars can help you get this podcast to reach people you don't even know, okay? So share the podcast for your friends to know who we are. Rate the 5 stars for other people to know who we are, so you don't have to share so often. Because I know you guys share the podcast all the time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jordan, who or what do you want to make this podcast episode out to?
I was thinking about this like the other day. This is the same routine. I think about it. I know who I want to dedicate it to, and then I instantly forget.
Really? I kind of like come up with it on the spot a lot.
Really?
Just lately though. I mean, my grandpa last week. I mean, it was kind of given.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's. Anyways, this podcast episode goes out to Connie.
Yeah.
Thank you, Connie, for being so special.
Thank you for being a friend. You know what I want to implement as a segment in these episodes? What we've learned since the last time we've recorded. You know what I've learned? That during the Stan Lee era of making Marvel Comics, there was this thing called a no reward or no prize, which is if you emailed in or mailed in something pointing out in a comic that was not canonically correct or just a mistake, you would get a no prize, which is you win nothing, but you would get like your name on like the back of a comic book. That's something that I learned in this past week.
That's cool. I don't learn things anymore.
Yeah, well, think about it for next
Isaac,
episode.
who do you make this podcast episode out to? I think you should have someone in particular. You did your grandpa last week. I think you should do the other half this week.
My grandma?
Yeah. 'Cause I bet you she's going through a tough time right now.
Honestly, yeah. As much as I love my grandma, I guess I haven't really thought about her too much. I mean, I know this podcast episode's going to come out whenever it comes out, but
Yeah.
it's been only 4 days. And, yeah, I don't know. I do a terrible job of seeing my family, and I actually largely don't like that. I wish I had more time, you know. But yeah, Grandma Kay, I know you don't listen to this podcast, and I know you have negative interest in listening to this podcast because your beautiful baby great-grandson curses on this podcast. But hey, I'm thinking about you, Grandma. I'm thinking about you a lot, actually. I've thought about a few times my grandpa today. I've been thinking about Grandpa a lot lately. I actually, when I was driving home today, just this thought of my grandpa and my grandma just being so happy when I show up to their place. Like, Grandpa, he just looks up, he's like, "Oh, hey, guy. How's it going, Isaac?" And just always so positive. And, like, I don't know, they loved me so much. My Grandma Kay still loves me. So this podcast episode goes out to my great Grandma Kay. I love you so much. You are an absolute sweetheart. Even though we are about 60 years age difference, her and I, we can definitely have some pretty awesome conversations from time to time. My grandma's really good at talking. If she knew how to do anything, I'd say that she should start a podcast. But yeah, love you, Grandma Kay. This one's for you.
All right. Amen on 3.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Amen.